Hey, good morning. Good morning to you. Gotta curl this hat here. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Dose. We're just making it a beach weekend. Look, it's just routine here. Look, it's routine. There's Owen again. You already saw him. He rolls. He does his daily thing. A little late. Actually, there's a purpose to why we're getting out here. But I gotta kind of multitask. So doing the daily dose while I'm giving him his first dose of his walk. This is his walk. Literally, like, this guy's got the life here. That's Owen beach life. Not a stress in the world. Not when he's walking. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great week. It's Friday. And I'm going to ask you this question while we start. And I'm on actually dead on time, 8 o'clock. I'm going to start with this. I want to know who you're taking into your weekend with you. That's my question for you. And we're going to get into that in just a moment. If you hadn't listened to me before, the Daily Dose is purely a dose of encouragement, a dose of motivation, whatever you need, kick in the pants, just to help. 124 now? So what is that? More than 3 months, almost 4 months now in. 4 months, right? It's 4 months later. And starting this daily dose to help provide as much encouragement as I can to anyone that's willing to listen in a time where there's a lot of people screaming for your attention, right? And while I'm not going to be screaming for your attention, I want to ask you this question. If you're encouraged and things are great, first off, you could probably move on. I mean, I guess we can all use a little extra encouragement and motivation and push or pull, whatever you want to call it. But my question to you is who are you bringing into the weekend with you? And that's what I want to ask, is who are you bringing into the weekend with you? Because that actually will make a really big difference whether or not you have a successful weekend. And that can look like a lot of different things. But just because I am the fitness coach, right? I'm the health and fitness coach who helps busy moms and dads, help them get on a healthier path to losing weight and keeping it off without long workouts and impossible diets. And if you're that struggling mom or dad, you can reach out to me and ask, and we can get on a call and see if my program's a good fit for you. But for now, let's talk about getting into the weekend, because it is Friday, right? And there's one thing I've learned is to not live for the weekends, to just live, just to actually live your life, to actually go through life and live the life that you want to live. And sometimes that requires knowing what you're doing in the weekends, or I should say more so, who you're taking with you in the weekends, because truly if you haven't noticed or you haven't realized, it's almost more important. In fact, I feel it's more important to know who you're taking with you in the weekend rather than where you're going in the weekend, right? There's lots of things. Maybe you had things planned. Seriously, this dog is a piece of work. He's literally rolling and rolling and rolling. So he's like, all right, if you're going to talk, I'm going to roll. And hey, check this out, by the way. I'm just going to kind of flip back and forth. We got the turtle's nest. This one has already been here. I don't know what number. It's pretty cool. I want to disturb it. They put this there so nobody walks on it. And this one is number 22. It's pretty cool. They label them. They have the number 22 there. So I don't know where 21 is, but usually they follow suit. And we have, all the way down. I've walked along here and showed some turtle's nest. Even saw some turtle tracks. I probably showed you the tracks here because these are the ones closest to my house. But anyway, back to who you're bringing into the weekend, because that can be potentially, like I feel, and maybe you can feel me with this as well, is that it's almost more important to know who you're taking into the weekend. And you're like, well, what do you mean? Okay, who are you taking? Like, does that mean like I'm going on like a, trip with my spouse or my friends? Yeah, it can mean all those things, but it's going to go deeper. And I'm going to go a little deeper. It is Friday. Maybe you don't want to go deep, but we're going to go deeper today. Because in a time right now where you could be taking yourself into a weekend and being discouraged and being upset, being mad. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe your health is down the toilet. Maybe you're putting on the COVID-19 and you're realizing it's 4 months later and you've put on more like the COVID 40, 10 pounds per month. I know people have. I know people have put on weight. I know people are struggling. People are stuck. Come on, boy. And I want to just share and do what I can to help. So it will help to know when you go into the weekend who you take with you into the weekend. And I'm saying that because I'm going to ask you, who are you taking into the weekend? Are you taking, sometimes it's about who you take into the weekend and what that means. Let me just share with you what that means is, for me, who I want to take not into my weekends, but into every single day is God. I want to take the Lord with me. Now, whether you have faith or not, you're going to take somebody in the weekend with you. You're going to take maybe your confidence. That's a good thing. You want to have confidence. You want to be encouraged, inspired. You want to be motivated to live through a healthy weekend. Like I said, I'm the health and fitness coach because we're going to talk specifically on that. Because I know one of the things that happens is on the weekends, people get off track. This guy is just filled with it today. Look at him. He's like, if you stop, I'm going to roll. That's just how it is. Sandbath. But I would say is as a health and fitness coach, like I said, is a lot of people get messed up on the weekends. They, have a struggling week. They had a struggling week because they're stressful, but they still were able to stay on track. And they're like, all right, it's Friday now. I can let loose, live for the weekends. I can party, I ate healthy all week long. I deserve a treat. I deserve, a weekend. I deserve to binge. I deserve to relax. I deserve this. I deserve that. And then that's what happens. And the next thing you know, you go on the scale Monday and you get upset with yourself. You get mad. You get frustrated because you let yourself go. And that extra, little binge or the extra ice cream, the extra food, the extra laziness, then you're back out where you started the week prior on Monday. Being upset, being mad. You're like, no, okay, this week is going to be my week. I'm going to make this week the change that I need. I'm going to start my new diet on Monday, right? Every new diet starts on Monday, all those types of things. And I'm going to say this, why I said, who are you taking into the weekend? Is sometimes you just have to surrender it over to God. And you have to say, God, will you please help me get through the weekend? And I'm not just talking about food, and I'm not just talking about exercise. It's way beyond that. Because for me, if I'm trying to move forward with my health, trying to move forward in life, it's easy to get stuck in a rut. It's easy to get stuck. It's easy to let other people narrate who you're trying to become, narrate the life you're trying to live, how healthy you're trying to be, and the weekends can get in the way, right? Does that make sense? So if your weekends tend to be your weekend, maybe it's time to start taking somebody else into the weekends with you, right? And maybe you need a coach in your corner. Maybe you need some kind of accountability. You can't rely on your spouse for accountability. I'm telling you, it's a terrible, as far as staying on a healthy path, because I don't know if you've been married any length of time, but typically if one goes down, the other goes down with you. And if you can feel me on that, give me a little amen. Heck yeah, I hear what you're saying, brother. It is. But the other thing is you can also lean on the Lord a little bit and say, Lord, just help me get through this. I know I go crazy on the weekends with food. I go crazy with alcohol. I struggle. I get stuck. And you can ask him for help, and I'm not trying to relate being a coach with a God or anything like that, because there's a lot of things that I can't do for people, because you still have to make the decision to exercise. You still have to make the decision to pursue healthy eating habits, right? And sometimes it just requires just surrendering, say, God, I need your help. Lord, I don't know really this whole faith thing's about, but I would really love some help to help me stay on track. I know that'll be much better for me, for my life, for my family, for my friends, for my future, if I stay on a healthier path and I keep going off course on the weekends. And it being Friday, I thought this would be most appropriate. Well, there'll be people that are already checked out. And if you're checked out and you just check out every weekend and you love your weekends, you should enjoy your weekends. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy time and fun with your family. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy pizza or a glass of wine or two. It doesn't mean that. But what it does mean is if you take the wrong person with you into the weekend. In other words, you can take saboteurs. You could be your own worst saboteur into the weekend. Some of your friends may, even though you love them and they love you, even maybe some of your family members that you go into the weekend with, you spend time with, you're maybe spending some vacation with right now. And your next thing you know is that they're your saboteurs. They're the ones that they don't want you to change. It's hard. It's not that they mean bad things, but they're not used to you being different. They're not used to you saying, no, I'll just have one glass of wine. They're not used to you saying, no, I don't need ice cream tonight. They're not used to you saying, no, listen, I got to get to the gym. My coach has told me I need to get to the gym and work out on Saturday. Oh, no, you sleep in. We'll sleep in. We'll make breakfast. We'll have brunch. We'll have Bloody Marys and we'll just sit back and enjoy, do that. But if you're not happy with where you're at in your body, and if you're trying to get on a healthy path, you can't let your weekends become your weekend, if that makes sense. So my question to you is, who are you going to take into your weekend? Because it's really, truly who you take rather than where you're going. You can go into all the weekends with the best intentions ever and come out on the bottom. And I don't want that for you. So my encouragement to you is to find some accountability. And beyond a friend, beyond your spouse, maybe you need to invest in yourself. Maybe you need to have a coach. Listen, I'm wearing this hat right now on purpose. And I'm going to share with you this. This is kind of like my coach, not kind of like, it's my coach's a brand. He has a 7-figure mastermind group, and he's a business coach, and he's been my coach for the last year and a half. And I'll tell you what, there's a sense of accountability. In fact, I met with some guys this morning who are part of this mastermind with me, brothers in Christ, and we get together and we talk. Today we talked in Proverbs. It was awesome. We got to dig in and keep each other accountable to our faith pursuits. I have friends that are helping me on that journey as well, my family, my wife. But I would say is also it helps to have that accountability. See, I invested in myself for my business because I know sometimes it takes having that source of accountability, help direct you and help guide you in a path so that you don't fall off course. And like I said in the beginning of this, and the title is, who are you taking into your weekend? That's my question to you. Are you taking fear, doubt, anxiety, frustration, disappointment, feeling bad about yourself, and maybe going through the weekends by yourself? One of the worst things I see is people try to go through the weekends by themselves and they get stuck, and it's a hard thing to get out of. It's really a hard thing to get out of. And then you comes back to the Monday and then you're like, okay, I'm going to try good on Monday. And Monday, maybe you had some success, maybe even planned out your lunch, maybe even went to the gym Monday. And then you know what happens Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it just goes downhill because then you get distracted. You have no accountability. It's easy to bail on it. You're like, hey, I don't have to do this. I don't have to eat healthy. Screw it. Why do I even bother? I'm not seeing the scale change. Blah, 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 right? You hear all these things. And I don't want those things for you. I'm tired of hearing people that say they've been stuck and they continue to be stuck and then they choose to do nothing about it. I'm giving you an opportunity right now. While I'm not only the only coach in this world that can help you, I am one coach and I potentially can help you. And if you want that help, you need to reach out to me so we can see if we're a good fit. I have what's called a lean body breakthrough coaching program. I put that breakthrough in there because I want you to have a breakthrough, not just on Monday. The breakthrough can happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, through the weekends. And you don't have to let your weekends become your weekends anymore if you don't want to. But sometimes it takes bringing somebody into your life who's going to be in your life that can help keep you on the right path so you can be the best for you. And maybe for the path, if you're on a faith journey as well, to be the best for the Lord and what He has for your life. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, you need to reach out to me. Don't wait till Monday. Oh, I'm not motivated. It's Friday. Let's just get through the rest of the day and let's just, happy hour. Let's just hang out with our friends and just not care about it and drown our sorrows in food and just sit on the couch all weekend and feel bad. And that'll make us feel better. Has it ever made you feel any better? Maybe the time you're eating it, because you can control what tastes good, right? Wash away the pain with alcohol or drugs or whatever, whatever is your vice, sugar, whatever your vice is. But I'll tell you what, as soon as you're done, you don't feel very good, do you, after? No. In fact, that's a downward spiral. And I can tell you, save yourself now by getting some people. Don't worry about where you're going until you figure out who you're going to take with you, right? And maybe it's time to end some relationships. Maybe it's time that you break off some ties with people who are pulling you down with them. I know that's a hard thing to say, but maybe that's exactly what you need to do, is to separate yourself from the people that are not building you up, not encouraging you, not giving you that motivation. I'm not telling you to break up with your wife or husband. I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe to get some things in order and not wait until Monday, but today, Friday. Friday is the day, right? Friday is one of my favorite days of the week. Next to Monday. I love Mondays, by the way. But today is Friday. It's getting hot. I'm getting done. I've talked enough. I hope you enjoyed the daily dose. If you want some help with your health and fitness journey, if you're a struggling mom or dad over 40 and you're trying to get your act together, and the weekends are your worst, you struggle on the weekends, you do so good on Monday and Tuesday and maybe even Wednesday and Thursday, but then, and you even hey, I even lose a few pounds during the week, and then, gosh, I just can't do it through the weekends. I'm just struggling. Well, reach out to me. We'll work out a plan. You have a plan and structure and accountability. You can't lose. How do I know? Because people are not losing on my program. They're not. If they have the plan, the structure, and they're doing the work they need, they're winning. They're getting the weight off. They're setting new goals. They're striving to be their best. They're pursuing the best path for them, for what the Lord has for their life. It's amazing, and I love it. And I want to pull as many people as I can with me. In fact, my goal is to pull 1,000 of you with me this year. So with that, if you're interested, reach out, send me a message. We'll talk. This is a daily dose. Take care. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and we'll see you.